It's something so simple, but it can go a very long way to helping Metro Detroit's homeless get through the winter.
Today, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office handed out blankets with the help of the Pope Francis Center. Our Evrod Cassimy was there today and shows us why it's so important to reach out and help.
As temperatures continue to hover right around freezing during the day here in the city of Detroit, at night things can get a lot colder, and that's something Detroit's homeless population knows all too well.
I don't have nothing but my clothing and me and the coats and the clothes that you guys gave me. That's all I have.
For many people, it's just a simple blanket. For Betty Preston, it means the world.
It'll keep me warm, and I can take it with me when I leave the shelter and put it in my new place.
She's been homeless and living in shelters or couch surfing with friends and family for a year now. For her and others, this simple blanket is so important.
Very important. That I don't have to go door to door or nothing like that in order to get a blanket.
Dee Turner has considered herself homeless for only a month, but life has been just as tough. This blanket will help warm more than her body at night, but her heart as well.
I'm walking with Jesus. I'm being blessed today.
We're serving those that are least fortunate, those that need help and need covering during this winter season.
In partnership with the Pope Francis Center, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office is passing out 250 blankets to those in need. It's part of their mission to serve the community.
I love serving people. Service is what I do, and service is what the Wayne County Sheriff's Office does. It's what law enforcement does.
So when organizations like the Wayne County Sheriff's Department reach out to help, it's wonderful. Last year they were great. This year I think it's even bigger giveaway.
And no matter how cold the temperatures get in Detroit, this simple blanket is providing warmth for Betty Preston in more ways than one.
Makes me feel important that I know it's someone out there helping the homeless. And I appreciate it very much.
In Detroit, Evrod Cassimy, Local 4.
All right, Shalom, Akim and Akwa. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Merkakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and much respect to the Akim out there laboring in his work, and also to the believers scattered across the four corners of the earth, the whole elect, and the USA. Shalom. So yeah, quick news and prophecy update. As you can see from the opening clip, hey man, shit about to go down, man. You know, Jake is pretty much ready for the taking. As this systematic collapse of this society is really affecting the lower end, the poor. And with Jake living paycheck by paycheck, it's not gonna take a whole lot to put Jake into a bind to where they're begging for bread. And that's what Esau wants. He wants Jake begging for bread and going to these shelters, whatever they may be, these concentration camps, or Walmart, whatever you want to call it, to get their portion, okay? And that's the bait. Esau, being a cunning hunter, is using bait to reel in Jake by collapsing the society. So very perilous times are coming, and you know, no one else knows the way out but the hopeful elect. And that's why we gotta have faith, because we're gonna be tried too with certain losses. You know, we're gonna be tried too to see if we really believe, because it's gonna get to the point of where you're gonna lose some stuff. You know, you might lose a house, you know, your car. You might get behind on some things, you know, but at the same time, you got to continue in the faith throughout whatever, because ultimately we're not supposed to have any stock into anything in this life anyway. And that's going to be the test to see if you truly care about this life, you know? So he that seeketh to save his life, he shall lose it. But he that loses his life for my sake, or Yahushua's sake, the same shall find it. And these words got to be in you during these times. Pursuing Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge was going to be the stability of your times and the strength of your salvation. The fear of the Lord, that's his treasure. So yeah, man, U.S. inflation hits highest level in 40 years in January as prices rise 7.5% from 2021. All right, a lot of people are feeling it. Okay, so 40 years, you know. So what this is going to cause is Jake and people of, you know, of low income to really bug the fuck out. When they find out that they can't feed their families like they used to, with the rent going up, the utilities going up, the food going up, the gas going up. Well, that's going to put Jake in a bind to the point where Jake just going to have to start taking what he wants, man. He's either going to take what he wants or he's going to go to the government and get it. You see? So very perilous times are coming. Matter of fact, let's grab some real quick. Yeah, 2 Timothy 3:1. There's no also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, perilous or difficult times, very difficult, as it says in the NLT to the right. Very difficult times shall come, because we're gonna have to lose some stuff to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. That's one way that our faith is gonna be shown, by being able to take losses and continually going. So 2 Timothy 16 and verse 40, O my people, hear my word and make you ready to that battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth, right? Because we have no certain dwelling place. And that's why we can't get too lax or too comfortable within this society and where we stay at, because we're going to lose it. All right? So it says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. Yeah, so you got to have that mind state that whatever I got, hey, I'm going to lose it. You got to let it go. Some of this stuff, man, hey, you can't get so messed up over losing, because it's not yours anyway. This ain't our rest. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. All right? Pretty much you get the point, all right? Whatever you put your stock into, don't put whatever you buy, don't put your stock into it. That's what I'm trying to say, all right? Because we're going to have to ultimately be saved and leave all this shit behind, man, all right? This, everything that we see is temporal, literally, all right? So let's go back to this. I got another article I want to go into. Let's see what this inflation is causing, all right? Prices are skyrocketing. You got people crying in the grocery stores. The shelves are bare. The food is high. And folks stressed out, man. All right? Here we go. All right, shoplifting reaches crisis proportion. Okay, and why is that? Well, Jason getting kicked out of houses. Everything is sky high. All right, so now they're resorting to shoplifting. And that's why the scriptures say that Judah should be a terror unto Egypt in the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter. All right, because Jake gonna cut up, man. All right. You're really going to see the beast in Jake during these times. Shoplifting has gotten so bad nationally that chains like Rite Aid are closing, hard-hit stores sending terrified employees home in Ubers, and locking up aisles of seemingly mundane items like deodorant and toothpaste. Why it matters? It says retailers are already reeling from the pandemic, supply chain woes, and a labor shortage. Now they're combating systematic looting by organized crime gangs, you see, which are growing more aggressive and violent. It's out of control. It's out of control. Okay. So, I mean, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have motherfuckers clicked up on some, we got to eat. And the best way that we can eat is if we team up and do what we got to do to survive, man. That's what's going down during these times. So let's 2 Timothy 15, all right? In verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. This is what's coming. These are the beginning of sorrows that we're currently witnessing. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. You talking about your friendly neighbor, man. It's going to get that bad to where you're going to rob his ass, all right, with the sword. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, and the scripture say victuals. Let's get that real quick. 2 Peter 16:21. Behold, a victual shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow up on the earth. All right, and all this stuff is happening currently. Sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And their dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Okay? So yeah, man, let's go back to the article real quick to see what they're talking about. I mean, well, that's pretty much the point. Oh, damn. Let's read this. The big picture. The problem is made worse by flash mobs. Flash mobs, like the 80 people who stormed a Nordstrom in San Francisco in November, and organized retail crime groups that often hire homeless people and drug addicts and boosters to do their dirty work. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going down, man, So, for the elect, ultimately, the Lord said what? We're going to be good eventually, but we got to be tested first. All right. Proverbs 1 and verse 30. Okay. This is what we call out unto our people to repent and to come back into obedience. But, they turn the shoulder. So this is what's going to happen. Proverbs 1 and 30. They were none of my counsel. They despise all of my reproof, my correction. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Okay, that's why you're going to have niggas looting, trying to fulfill their own belly to survive. So they're going to eat of the fruit of their own way, whatever doctrine they subscribe to, whether it be killing nigga and stealing this shit, or going to the government to get assistance and taking that charagma. That's going to be the fruit of your own way. It says to be filled with their own devices, for the turn away of the simple shall slay them. So to turn away from this truth is you being simple, and you're going to be slain, as the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me see. The simple pass on to punish. That is Proverbs 22. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. Yeah, we saw Jacob's trouble, and hideth himself within the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai. But the simple pass on and are punished. All right, that's what we just read. In Proverbs 1 and 32, for the turn away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So everyone that is hearkening unto Yahweh Shema Shai will be kept safe at some point. All right, that's why the Lord told us in Revelation 3 and 10, we got to keep these scriptures in mind. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, the Lord is going to protect us, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, so yeah, during the times of trouble, we're not going to be dependent on the government, because we understand where it leads to, Ultimately, we're going to depend on Yahweh Shema Shai and be willing, Lord willing, to endure and lose our life for the short time being to be raised up at the first resurrection. All right, if it had to come down to that. But we fully expect our Lord to come through and save his elect, and which he will, because it's already written. So yeah, I just want to go through that real quick. Battery on 2%, so I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah, Lord willing, that was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.